my car where I have peace and quiet. Welcome, everybody. It's Gracie, the yogi. Oh, it's Gracie, the yogi here. So today I'm talking about a story time about how I went in labor. As those of you who follow me already know that I am a mother, period. I am a mother first. And I got pregnant at 18 and had my baby at 19. And now I'm 20. Yes, I am a 19-year-old mother. Yes, I love my baby. Yes, he is one of the best things that has ever happened to me. Yes, he is a great responsibility and he has given a lot of purpose to my life, honestly. And I remember meeting him, like, it wasn't the first time we met, but the first time he came out of my vagina, and it was like this new human being that just came out of me and ripped out of me, blood was everywhere, and then he's just here. And I remember he looked up at me with those little mischievous eyeballs he got, and it's cute. And he like he's a charmer, so he got these mischief like charming eyeballs, and he's had the same since he was born. And he looked up at me when they put him on my chest. He was like and yeah, but anyway, so let me think. I gotta go. I gotta go back. Okay, let me go back. Woo, Lord, when I go back, I just think about, honey, pregnancy is painful. It's painful. It's terrible. Do not recommend. For some women, it's magical. I hope any other children that I may have is magical. But this pregnancy, honey, I had a hard time breathing. I had a hard time walking. I was nauseous. I think the second trimester was the cutest trimester of them all, because the second trimester was like, oh, I'm glowing right now, and like I got a little baby butt. But the first trimester was terrible, and the third trimester was worse. It was like bad. And then I remember the day that I went into labor, and I kept feeling like, oh, I was like in the bed that day screaming in pain. Like, honey, I was just, it was a mess. I was screaming for Jacob's name, and we went to the hospital. So we went to the hospital, and they were thinking that the placenta burst inside of me instead of trickling out. So they did that thing where they like open a little bit, and basically they just said I was in labor. So we was like, let's go have a baby. And we went into a suite. I wanted this suite in the hospital so bad that I literally got up and went to all of the classes in order to get into the suites. Honey, if I could tell my past self something right now, stay home. I would have just stayed my butt home, because if I knew that pain was gonna hurt like that, because this is the thing, you can't be in a suite unless you get an epidural. And you know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a natural birth, you know what I mean? It's gonna be cute. I don't recommend having a natural birth in a hospital. Honestly, I probably would have had a natural birth as in a natural birth without the epidural. He did come to my vagina, but just a birth without the epidural, I think it would have went a lot better in a more calm environment with people who actually love me and care about me. Besides, my child's father, my mom, and my doula, they were there, but just I'm talking about a community of people. Birthing is a sacred ceremony, a ritual is supposed to be, and hospitals, they just take all of that away, honestly. And this lady, she was trying to get me to get some medicine or something like that through an IV. Baby, I'm in labor. Do you know what that shit feel like? Like, I'm just being real. That shit, I mean, I don't remember the pain because it was that terrible. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It's some women that are like, oh, the pain wasn't that bad. The pain wasn't that bad. Honey, I would have rather got shot. At least that would have surpassed. Because my contractions, they were back to back. And on top of them being back to back, they were strong. So I wasn't getting that in between breathe, honey. I was finna have a panic attack. I mean, it was just overwhelming. It was like somebody was just sitting there shocking you back to back for hours. I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not gonna be the female that's gonna put sprinkles on top of that. The ceremonial part of a birth is beautiful, fun experience, but for me, having a baby was not fun. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, honestly, that's the type of pain you get when you commit a crime. But anyway, so they took me to the suite, and I just remember having a regular conversation with my child's father. And all of a sudden, I just collapsed to the floor, honey. I just collapsed. I collapsed to the floor, and I'm holding my stomach. I'm like, ah! Like in the movies. And he's trying to, like, pick me up off the floor, talk me through it. And then it's like the nurse talking about putting some IV or something in. Like, dude, I'm in labor. I'm not gonna sit still so you can poke me while I'm in labor. Like, do you know how uncomfortable that is? Like, they wanted to give me some medicine because I don't know what it was. It was something that they told me about really late. But either way, going back, like, looking back, honestly, I would have just not let her, like, I would have just kicked her out. But I had to get on the toilet. I'm over here with my, like, honey, it was just terrible. And there's a jacuzzi in this suite, so she was trying to get the sweet water ready. Girl, tell me why they get me over to the water cold. The nurse talking about something. She talking about how she didn't mean to get it cold. Let me get it warm really quick. So she started pouring hot water in the cold water, and it's just like, I just started screaming for the epidural, honey. I was just like, get me the epidural. Get me the epidural. So they put me on a wheelchair. They started wheelchairing me up. They took 3 hours to get me that epidural. I don't know what was going on with the anesthesiologist. They definitely don't treat black women right in the hospital. So if you ever have a baby, get a doula. Don't even go to the hospital if you don't have a doula. I don't even know how women have given birth without doulas, because my doula was the one that made sure that I switched positions every 30 minutes because I had a epidural and I couldn't feel anything below my hips. So the nurses, they don't care about you. They're here for their job and their check. You know what I mean? But to you or to them, you're just another person that's screaming in labor. So they'll never really understand the pain that you're going through. And even with black women, they think that we're extra and they're annoyed by us, and that's just the honest truth, like for real. But honey, after they gave me the epidural, I just laid down. I was like, whew. And that was the last time that I felt pain like that. No, I don't regret getting the epidural. It would have been nice to have a natural birth, but let me know what you say when you're in that type of pain. That's all I have to say to it. Let me know what you, because if it's a type of pain that I literally just don't have to go through, then I'm not going through it. But trust me, it hurts. I was in labor for 21 hours. Imagining me being in that pain for a day straight, no, there's no way. There's no way that I could like physically do that. Honestly, I think a lot of women had died because of the shock of the pain. It may not even be complications, but if your mind is not there and you're shocked at the pain, like you're mentally just not even ready for that level of pain, then you know. So anyway, long story short, after the epidural, I pushed him out and I couldn't feel any of it, but I did feel it after because I did need stitches. And the recovery part was terrible too. It's just it's bloody. I mean, honestly, every single mother has put her life on the line in order to bring life into this world. Women need to be respected a lot more. There have been a lot of women through the billions, millions of years that the human species has been here, where women have lost their lives from giving birth to people so that other people can live. If anybody needs to be compensated, it needs to be the mothers. And that's another thing. Vote me for the United States of America. That's why I'm president of the United States. And I need y'all to go look at that video. Because as president of the United States, we must pay mothers. Mothers and pregnant women, they need to have a beautiful place to stay. And they need their expenses taken care of because they are birthing the nation's taxpayers. They're birthing the nation's workers. They are putting their life on the line to bring another life into this world. At the end of the day, I don't care what anybody says. So it's just like, you know, have respect for women and what they do in society, because there would be no society without the woman. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not trying to say that men don't matter, but this is not a comparison thing. And it kind of triggers me a little bit when you say what women do and the power of it, and people want to compare it to a man. It's not a comparable thing. And that doesn't give any less power to either or. All I'm saying is, if your response to the fact that women have lost their lives, that they go through terrible amounts of pain to bring life into this world, on top of nurturing that life and taking care of that life for that life to grow and have a life, and you want to compare it to men, or you want to downplay what it is, you know, I don't agree with that. And that is a big trigger for me, because as a mother, honey, that's being a mom is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, it's a calling, it's a purpose, because a part of you has to pass away in order to bring that life inside of this world. So if a part of you has to shed, you will not be the same. So either way, that's why I say every woman puts their life on the line, bringing a life into the world, because afterwards you are renewed in a beautiful way, but you have sacrificed your life before. And not to say that that is a bad thing, but just to say that you have, in a beautiful ceremonial way, expanded your entire universe. Like, so big respect to women and what they do throughout the world, not even just in society, but through the generations and history of mankind. Shout out to my ancestors, the women giving birth in slave houses to keep our people going, so that I can be here sitting here talking to y'all today. It is a woman in my lineage who went through great amounts of pain so that I could be talking with y'all today. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my story. And, it's just a mini story time, but I'm about to go in and get this food. And thank y'all so much for coming to this live.